are here with me, Rasa the dancer, and this video is specifically for the ladies. Ladies, today I'm gonna give you 5 tips about what to wear and what not to wear for the salsa and bachata. Now, of course, 5 tips is not enough. This is gonna be just a basic, really simple 5 tips that comes the first to my mind when I think about it, okay? About the clothes and what to wear or not to wear. But trust me, I will make a much longer and much more exciting video a little bit later on. I'm gonna take you into my closet and then we're gonna really break it down. But here, just a basic 5 tips to get you started. Okay, my ladies, so tip number 1, no tight dresses. I know you're thinking, how can you live without a tight dress? It's a sexy thing. It looks beautiful. I understand. But how many times will I have to see you pushing your dress down every single time you dance? I mean, let's just be honest. You come in looking gorgeous and then you look uncomfortable for the rest of the night. The sexiness is gone. After a few times like this, sexiness is gone. You walked in sexy, that's it. It's gone. Like in one dance, it's gone. And sometimes I even see a bit of a cheek coming out. And it's not that I don't like a bit of a cheek to see, or I'm sure some other people like it too. But, you know, let's just be honest. It just doesn't work. However, the tight dresses, you will see a lot of women wear them and actually they don't come up because they're different kind of dresses. The material itself, it has a little bit of a pattern, so it's actually not tight, it's loose, but it just falls and it looks tight. So it has exactly the same effect, but it doesn't come up. Now, how do you know how to pick that kind of dress? Well, why don't you try and dance in it first before you leave the house? Don't just put it on, look at the mirror and think, oh my God, I am beautiful. Why don't you look, oh my God, I am beautiful. Now, let's see if I can dance in it. If it starts coming up at least a little bit, it will be much worse when you're dancing with a guy. Because he's going to be throwing you around like crazy. You're going to be taking much bigger steps than anticipated. And again, it's hard to enjoy the night when you need to think about the dress. Just saying. Tip number 2. Accessories. Accessories like earrings and bracelets and rings, all sorts of accessories. Now, I love accessories. I accessorize all the time. I have long arms. I feel my arms look more beautiful. I have nice bracelets on. Also, I have 2 really important rings that I never take them off. I love sparkling earrings because I put my hair up all the time, so it sort of exaggerates. All good. However, please think about what you're wearing. First of all, don't wear earrings that don't have a secure clipping. I lost the most amazing amount of incredible, expensive jewelry because they just were not meant for spinning or making any sort of turns. So anytime there's more dramatic turn happening, earring is gone. And then I cry. The other thing is, anything that's spiky, just think. Just because it looks beautiful doesn't mean that it is a good idea, because you're going to be dancing with another human being. And if it has anything spiky, or if you do like this with your bracelets and it hurts you, it will hurt even more the person you're dancing with. Do you understand? Now, all of my bracelets, usually they are soft leather material with maybe some Swarovskis or some fake Swarovskis, yes, or some sort of necklaces, you know, that are like a little bit like a choker situation. So then it gets really tight here and it doesn't dangle. Or if it dangles, maybe something that goes till here so that it wouldn't, you know, be ripped off while I'm dancing. It's a crazy thing, but it's really true. And the other thing is, the big earrings is fine, but if you lose your ear, it's on you. Now, my tip number 3 to you, going back to the clothes, is try not to wear anything that dangles or like has a lot of floaty thing going on. Some floaty things are okay, but if it's a lot somewhere here, around here, oh my God, I lead all the time. So when I lead a follower, mostly a woman, and she's wearing something here. My arms get trapped. I get trapped in her material and I cannot escape. I cannot do a transition of the arm. Now, in the beginning, it's funny, but then after a while, you're just thinking, come on! And it happens to the best of us. I do this all the time. I wear something and then I realize it's a bad idea. The most important thing is when you realize it was a bad idea, not to wear it again or dangling things. You know, sometimes there's like these kind of fringes. I don't know whether that's the right name, but they sort of like fly. They look awesome on the Latin dances, like ballroom Latin, do you know? Like those little things. But if your finger goes in it and you pull it, it pulls long. So then you just keep on pulling all of those dangles. I mean, it's crazy. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So many more nice things you can wear. Okay, so we have to get a little bit more personal with the tip number 4. I hope you understand that all the tips that I'm thinking of giving to you, I give it with love, and I always think it's better to have the information and have somebody to say it rather than not know it and other people talk about it anyway around you, you know? So this one is personal, but here it is. Try to, when you are thinking of what you're going to wear, you're thinking about your outfit, is think about the material. Sometimes you won't and it shows sweat. Sweat is fine on the back, it's fine anywhere really. But if there's no sweat pattern anywhere but under the armpits, that's when it becomes a little bit weird. Yes, I know, you know, we shower and nothing smells or anything, and it's not that big of a deal, but as a woman, I know I always think I do not want that sweat mark under my armpit. I just don't. Maybe it's my personal thing. If it doesn't bother you, just forget about this tip. Let's just say that. Yeah, but if you do feel the same as me, always remember the materials that are a little bit lighter, you have to make sure that it's the material that doesn't show sweat. But if you don't care, forget about it. Don't worry. I left the best for last. Tip number 5 is about shoes. I love shoes. I am obsessed with shoes. Shoes is my life. Okay, now I just sound weird and you're probably gonna be switching off the video, but in dancing, as a dancer, shoes is like everything for me, and not just because they are pretty, but because my feet hurt all the time. I dance crazy hours, and I know some of you crazy people also go to big congresses and you dance all night and it's so much fun, and then you die because your feet are throbbing, they're swelling, it's many things happening. So my tip number 5 for shoes for you is this, okay? If you have sensitive feet and you're buying a high heel shoe, make sure that you don't buy that kind of shoe to last for a long night with straps. The more straps there are, the more likely that all of those straps are gonna be digging into your meat when your feet swell up, and then you're just in a humongous amount of pain. Now, what can you do? If you like that sort of shoe, you can have it, but then you have to have a spare shoe as well, because you can't last 3 days in a congress with a stripy shoe. I mean, your feet will die, you know? Then also, I recommend to have one pair of shoes that are not dancing shoes. I know, it's crazy, but I tend to these days get a really nice pair of sneakers, but not normal sneakers for exercising, like really stylish, sparkly sneakers that actually has not rubber underneath, but it has like a slippery fake rubber situation, so you can actually spin in them. Some people even put some soles on them, so they are normal shoes but they have soles on them. Now the reason I say this is, again, if you do have problems with your feet and you want something really nice to wear yet still to match the dress or anything, you can buy a shoe that you're really comfortable with and then make it your dancing shoe. You know, because I know some flats is problematic. Dancing shoes as flats, they're not all very stylish. So it's really hard to leave the heel, but you're in pain. So I get really nice pair of sneakers with like some sparkles, or like, you know, like a really nice sneaker that you can wear with the dress. And then I tend to wear those a lot as well. or you can mix it up. Yes, you can come in with your heel, and then when you get tired, you can mix it up and you change it into your flats. It is my little tip number 5 for you. So those were my 5 tips for you ladies on what to wear and what not to wear. And as I said in the beginning of the video, this is just a 5 random things. There's so many more things that I can give you advice on. And as I promised, I will take you to my closet. Just be patient. So if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will be alert about all those videos coming up and the ones in my closet as well. And I promise you, my closet, well, it's actually a room made into a wardrobe. So I have a lot to show you and a lot of tips to give you. So subscribe, pop a comment below if you have something to say. If you don't, well, just enjoy the video.